We are going to do this segment here, though. This is something that's going to happen on the show going forward here when we're going to try to get Mike on. He's one of the smartest, funniest, most insightful people I know, putting the pressure on him. But, Mike, we wanted to talk a little bit about the holidays, home for the
Yeah,
holidays, surviving holidays with the fams.
yeah.
And what do you got for us here? What are we talking about?
Well, well. First of all, I outsmarted Thanksgiving this year. I am divorced, and
Mm.
typically you would say, "Oh, wow, Mike, that sounds rough." But it turns out there's a lot of silver linings to divorce. One of them being that I don't have my kids for the rest of the week. I had them last week through Monday night, so my Thanksgiving was Monday,
Oh,
and it's over. And we had a big weekend. We went to see Santa at the mall when even Santa was surprised we showed up. And
oh, yeah.
then went to Sprouts to get a pre-made holiday meal, and there was nobody there.
The hot pot.
And we were done with Thanksgiving like early evening Monday. It's over. So
It,
I've cracked the code on
you,
Thanksgiving.
first of all, this is like you. It's almost like me saving up 7-Eleven points for years. You're
Yeah,
like horrible divorce. I don't like that, but here's the benefits. Save it
right,
up,
right.
kids. Save up your points. I also love you've got some great advice built into this segment. If you out there in the audience have kids and you need to do the Christmas photo and you're going to go to the Santa Mall, go to Santa on like November 1st. He's sitting there twiddling his thumbs playing
Yeah,
Candy Crush. Everyone waits to December 24th, and then people like me have to tell you the line has ended and you want to fist fight me. Mike, you're smart.
yeah. And I'll tell you, I saw something at the there were a few people at the Santa thing. Um, and I think it's going to feed into our segment about how to
Mm.
survive Thanksgiving with your extended family. So we're all there, and pretty much everybody's wearing matching outfits. We weren't doing the matching outfits, but we had like flannels and
Yeah,
Christmas stuff and whatever.
good.
It's I can't be bothered to match,
I,
but
I, I love you
the,
more for not matching.
right, right. So this one family comes in, and the wife's dressed, she's cute. The kids are cute. And then the guy comes in and he's one of these, like this is a guy that'll fix your toilet, Ken, right?
I need this guy.
But he won't be happy about it. No, you don't need this guy because he's wearing a Trump shirt to Santa. But it's not just a Trump shirt, it's Polar Express, but it's been co-opted. It's the Trump Express. And then the little caption is steaming over or running over liberals since 2016. And you can see the furtive darting glances around the room. And it's like, look, do whatever you want. God bless you. They seem like a nice family, but do you have to bring that into the Santa line? Can we have a few minutes where that's not the world? It was,
To quote, paraphrase and misuse pig vomit from Private Parts, you have soiled the sanctity of
yeah,
Santa.
right. I
Though
mean, we're like 4 to 8 years away from two Santas, one for half the country, one for the other half the country, and there's two lines, and it's maddening.
I absolutely think you're right about this. I think there is a view of Santa that is not unlike the view of white Jesus.
Yeah,
And
right.
then you have the malls, like look, 98% of the malls are going to hire a jolly white dude that can barely pass background checks that
Yeah,
needs a weekend gig. Got it. But then that one mall every year that does the like, hey, we hired a black Santa, and the entire community comes out with pitchforks. I
right,
think you're right.
right.
We might be heading to a two Santa future in this country.
And I don't care. Just whoever's got the shortest line. My kids will tell you what they want. We take the photo. We get out. I
Get
don't
out.
care what you are. Right.
And yeah, and the thing about like and this ties into probably you go where we want to go, but this ties in a little bit to the home for the holidays with those the part of the game with these fans of the false prophet, as I like to call him, are they're counting on you not saying anything to the disruption they're causing. They're counting
Right.
on I'm going to wear this co-opted Polar Express Trump Express shirt, and I know that I'm going to get looks, but ain't no one going to say something. So
Right.
maybe we have to all stick it to the point where we just start saying something. I don't know. That's when you start flinging the mashed
Maybe.
potatoes at them.
Yeah. I mean, it's no one's minds are getting changed tomorrow at Thanksgiving dinner.
Mm,
And I
yeah.
almost think it's a setup. I feel like anybody on the extremist. Whoops. Sorry, my alarm went off. On a normal day, it would be time to pick my kids up at school.
But they're out on the street for a living. Try to make
They're fine. Yeah,
try to
they're
make it go. Yeah.
resourceful. Builds character.
Black
Um,
diamond. Yeah.
so anybody that brings up anybody that goes MAGA tomorrow,
Yeah.
I suppose it's true for any political lane, but anybody that starts that stuff at dinner tomorrow, they're looking to get you. They're looking to
Right.
draw the foul, and I almost think it's war games. The only winning move is not to play.
Mm. Mm.
Now, there are some things that might be so objectionable, or
Yeah.
people might come at you, and then by all means, like, do what you got to do, stand up for yourself, fight the good fight. But if I was going to Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow, and I have a lot of experience with family Thanksgivings over the years, my goal is to get out of there
Mm.
peacefully.
Yeah.
I was raised Irish, Italian, Roman Catholic in Greater Boston in the 70s and 80s. So if nobody throws a drunken, wild haymaker tomorrow, it's a win. That's the bar I come in with.
I think living with those titles in Boston during that time, Mike, I'm just thankful you didn't die in a car bomb accident. That's what
Yeah,
I
well, I
think.
lived in the suburbs. I'm glad I wasn't related to Kennedys and getting driven across Martha's
Bridges.
Vineyard. Yeah, but
uh,
so for everybody tomorrow,
yeah.
the goal is self care. Whatever you need to do to get through the day to feel okay. And for most of my life,
Mm.
I would have said that involved a flask. And God bless you. You need to take a flask to Thanksgiving, have a Xanax just to take the edge off. I support that.
Mm. Mm.
But by and large, I would treat tomorrow like going to a work party. Like, you don't really want to go, but you have to show up, and you're going to have to talk to some people you don't like, but you don't want to get fired. And and my my overriding mantra in life, and it's not always possible, is to, and this is what I've learned at 53 years of life experience, Ken, let the problem be the problem. Don't become the problem. Because,
Mm.
people like the Santa guy, like
Yeah.
the guy with the thing. If anybody had made a scene, that guy was waiting for it, then it's a commotion. We all
Yeah.
walked away going, can you believe that guy? But,
Yeah.
if I had done something and it had gone poorly and my kids are there, that becomes the story. I'm the
Yeah.
problem. So, and again, there's a threshold for everybody. There's a barometer, but
Yeah.
but just for tomorrow, it's going to be, just treat it like it's normal extended family bluster, and you can treat it like the Tyson Paul fight. It's all for show. It doesn't count, and it's kind of sad.
And hopefully you'll
And you
make
never
as
want to
much
see it
money.
again. Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
and
right.
you never want to see it. No, I think this is great advice, Mike. I think you really touch on a chord here. The self save, like you are there to preserve yourself, and that might mean there's a time where you stand up for yourself, or groups that are othered, where there's a line that's
Absolutely.
just crossed. That might be part of the I'm gonna clear my conscience here and drive home knowing I did the right thing for another group or myself, or like you're saying,
100%.
the work party. We're just going to slide through, give the gift of socks, have the food you want, still some seconds, and don't let them, like you said, draw the foul. I think you're absolutely right to turn it to sports here. That term to me, draw the foul, is about someone draws the foul that they caused. They put their hands up, going, "Look at this guy," and the flag's on that guy. Don't draw
Right,
that flag. Don't draw
right,
that flag.
right. Now, just to extend the metaphor, I get it. At some point, you need to throw the elbow. So it's whatever self care is. If you get into it tomorrow with anybody, make sure it's your choice and not their choice.
Mm.
And you always have the eject option. There's no law that says you need to ride the whole thing out.
Yeah.
You can say, I got to go. I don't feel well. I have something else to go to. I have a second dinner. You can always flee the scene for self-preservation. And I would encourage people, no matter what, to have something waiting for you at home. Like, have a second dinner, have a dessert, and you can always get out of there and go do that, or just know you got that waiting at home for you. You can come home. You can nuke that Hungry Man Thanksgiving dinner. You can watch Charlie Brown Thanksgiving on TV. You can go see Wicked in the middle of the afternoon tomorrow and sing your heart out, because I don't know if anybody else is going to be there. But there's a million ways to care for
Yeah.
yourself, whatever that looks like.
Whatever. Look, that's the big advice, and I agree with that. And I love this. I was just rewatching Andor and the Star Wars show, and Marva, Cassian's mom, saying, he's trying to get her to run away and get away from the Empire, and she's trying to say, you can't run away. And I have gone to a place. I have gone to a happy place. It's my mind. They can't get into my mind, no matter what they do. They can't get into my mind. And that Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow, for those that are in a bad situation, self-care, I think Mike's advice starts with that, but also go to that place in your mind. Is it a Happy Gilmore happy place? Is Julie Bowen and Carl Weathers, the late Carl Weathers, there? Maybe that's what it takes. But get home, and I love what you're saying. Leave something back, a trail of crumbs back to your own happiness at your own place.
Yeah. And look, here, just to play the other side of it for a minute, here's the nuclear option. If you need to blow up Thanksgiving, and Ken, I think you've heard me flaunt this idea before. If you just can't stand it anymore tomorrow, when everybody circles up around the table and they're holding hands and they say grace, you take a knee. You hit the ground like Colin Kaepernick and you sit that one out. At that moment, you're going to hear about it, but Thanksgiving's effectively over. So if that is the emergency, break glass, fire all rockets. If you need to blow it up, that'll do it.
I love it. I think you're right. No minds are going to be changed tomorrow. I think if you need to dish out the mashed potatoes to your, MAGA uncle, the mashed potatoes aren't going to teach him about the tariffs that he doesn't really fully understand. You could charge him 25% more for the potatoes. But I love that. I love that. Take a knee. Take a knee if that's what it needs to be. Blow up Thanksgiving. Get on out of there and preserve your own happiness. I think this is great advice. Anything left on the table here, Mike?
If I don't know where everybody is in the country, it's it's getting late on the East Coast, but wherever you are, if you've got nothing better to do tonight, I just want to share that back from my days when I was a professional bartender and a professional barfly, that tonight I have found is one of the sneakiest, best nights to be in a bar. Not St. Patrick's Day, not New Year's, Thanksgiving Eve, because you got a few things going on. People with nowhere to go. People with too many places to go tomorrow and they're dreading it and they just want to get out and have some fun. And people visiting from out of town. And I have found on Thanksgiving Eve, there's a lot of mutual, like orphan Thanksgiving going on. It's a fun place to be, safely, responsibly, all of that.
Yeah.
But Wednesday night can be a fun night before Thanksgiving.
I agree with that, especially if you're in your hometown. I don't travel up to the holidays to my hometown, but if there was a couple times, like 2014, I remember 2015, I was up there and did exactly what you said, Mike. Local bar, Wednesday before Thanksgiving, couple old friends in town, no one in there. I kind of want to do that, like a 22 short stories of Springfield. I want to do 22 short stories from a hometown bar on the night before a holiday.
That would be great. Or like a 200 cigarettes. That would be fun. Hey, I want you to know, Ken, I am grateful for you, and you made my morning gratitude list today. You're right in there.
Thank you, my friend. We're going to do more of this. I appreciate you. Longtime friend, first-time contributor. How about that? We'll do the play of the old radio.
Appreciate it.
Everyone, don't forget to follow Mike on Blue Sky. Is it Micheal Beatrice Dad or Mike?
It's Micheal Beatrice Dad on Blue Sky with 11 followers. It's Micheal Beatrice Dad on Threads with 300 followers. And then on the I'm still on the evil place, but I don't recommend that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still taking up space there, but
Instagram. Instagram's fine, and I have
Instagram.
I have a comma in my following number there.
That's a good spot.
But
build up Blue Sky. Let's get Mike built up on Blue Sky. Micheal Beatrice Dad on Blue Sky. Find him there. Mike, when you're ready, we'll bring you back. All right. Thanks for checking in, buddy.
Thanks so much, Ken. Happy holidays.
All right, you too, buddy.